It's been around a week since I've been using the Ray-Ban Metas, and honestly, and I'm just being 100% honest, the more I use it, the more I love it. But more importantly, the more I finally understand it. Are these perfect? No, and I'll definitely get into why in this video. And by the way, if you're a fan of no BS tech videos, definitely consider subscribing because I always just say it how it is. Now, a lot of people compare the video quality of these to something like your smartphone, and of course your new smartphone will always produce better photos and videos. After all, you can't really fool physics. But that's not the point of these, and the faster I realized it, the faster I started to actually understanding what the product is for, and the faster I started to love it. These are meant to capture memories in POV, the point of view that you yourself saw as it's happening. That by itself, to me, is worth all the money. These are also meant to capture things much faster than your phone because all you gotta say is the keyword and then start recording or take a photo. You don't need to really do anything, and whereas if you use your phone, well, what do? You have to take the phone out of your pocket, you have to open it up, go to the camera, or use the shortcut to go to the camera, then click record. Or if you're at home, you gotta first find your camera, or rather your phone, and then it's just, you kind of miss the moment. With these, they're always on your face. Well, if you keep them on your face, right? But these are kind of mainly more on you than your phone is on you, if that makes sense. I also see many people saying that it's kind of unfortunate that there is a blinking light when you are recording. However, I used to think that it's unfortunate as well, but if you really think about it, what is the universal sign of something being recorded? It's a blinking red light. No one really associates a blinking white light for a sign of them being recorded. If you don't know these glasses, if you've never even known about cameras with glasses or glasses with cameras in them, you're not really gonna think twice about a blinking white light. So for me, I noticed that many people just don't notice or don't care. And I also absolutely, and this is like the most important thing in my opinion, these don't look like smart glasses. These don't look like any weird pair of glasses that look like you have a computer on your face with a projection screens, and these are just glasses. These are glasses first, camera second. So who are these exactly for? I stopped and thought about it for the week that I've had these, and honestly, the more I think about it, the more it kind of amazes me. I actually made a list, which you guys should see on screen right now. But I mean, just imagine you love cooking food, right? You love cooking food. Why not record that process of you cooking food and then upload it to TikTok? Food TikTok is massive. I mean, there are millions of followers of just almost everyone. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a food TikTok person with under like 50,000 followers. The more you actually think about it, the more you realize, oh my God, these are gonna be useful in so many scenarios. But there are a few downsides that I've noticed that I didn't notice in my first video. The first downside is that you cannot upload from the glasses to your Instagram private story. So as you guys know, you can say the magic word, hey blank, and then you can say take a photo and upload it to my Instagram stories, or take a video and upload it to my Instagram stories. You can't say upload to my private Instagram stories, which seems a bit weird. It's not a deal breaker, but it's just one of those things that makes you wonder, why can't you do that? Like, that seems like a very easy thing to do. Another weird thing is the AI. It just doesn't really seem all that intelligent to me, in my opinion. It just seems like you're talking to a voice assistant from 3-4 years ago. For example, let me take off my microphone real quick so you guys can hear. All right, so I'm gonna say, is there gonna be any traffic if I go to Raleigh right now, right? So, hey Meta, is there any traffic if I leave my house now and drive to Raleigh?
I can't help with that yet, but I'm learning every day.
I can't. And also, what a creepy voice. I can't help with that yet, but I'm learning every day. It just seems a bit odd that it can't answer like a basic traffic question if it's already paired to your phone, and your phone obviously has map data and traffic data, so why not just relay that here? You know, it's a bit odd. Another weird thing about the AI is that it can't really use the internet all that well. For example, I was at a store a few days ago, I saw a cool product and I was wondering if it's available on Amazon, maybe at a cheaper price, because let's be honest, usually that's how it is. So I asked the keyword and I said, look and tell me if there's a better price of this product on Amazon. Can't do it. All I'm saying is that the AI on these things are more like just an assistant, like set a timer or remind me where I parked my car, kind of basic stuff like that. Now, the good news is that I really couldn't care less, because I don't really consider these things, well, I never bought these things because of the AI. I bought them because of the photo, video quality, and of course using it as a pair of headphones, which is pretty darn sweet. Now, as for the battery life, yeah, it's pretty bad depending on how you use them. Because again, you have to realize these are glasses first, camera, AI, photo second. If you put these on from the moment you wake up thinking they're gonna last you the entire day, hey, well, good for you for thinking positive thoughts, but unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. Meta does claim 4 hours of use, you know, moderate use. They say moderate use, but like, what really does that mean? You know, like, moderate to me may not be moderate to you, but 4 hours is actually pretty accurate to how I use them, but I thought I was using them kind of lightly. I don't really consider myself a moderate user of these glasses, and still, yeah, 4 hours is pretty accurate. But don't worry, don't freak out. I'm going to show you guys 2 battery saving tricks that I've learned in this past week. The first one seems counterintuitive, I agree, but that's simply turn them off. Now, if you guys didn't know, there is a power switch on the left arm, and yeah, you can just turn them off when you know you're not going to be using them. For example, if you're driving your car at night and you have like the clear lenses, which, you know, transition into the dark lenses, and you don't really care about the AI function, you're just listening to music in your car, you can just take them off, turn them off using a switch, and that'll easily get you so much more runtime. Or if you're just chilling at home watching TV on the couch and you know you're not really gonna be taking photos or videos of you watching TV on the couch, like, you know, that's a bit weird, you can turn them off. Boom. Another trick is to turn off the activation word, which is, you know, this word here, everyone knows it. Turn it off, you don't really need it. Again, well, only you know if you need it, but I personally don't. You can always activate the AI by pressing and holding on the right arm of the glasses anyway, so you're not really missing that feature. You're just kind of missing the convenience of using your voice. But if that to you is worth the battery drain, you can keep it on. But if that to you isn't really worth the extra battery drain, maybe you're gonna have a long day outside, you wanna save as much battery as possible, then yeah, you can turn that feature off and get easily another hour out of it. But also, not sponsored or anything, but I do recommend this kind of charging setup. It's on Amazon, it's like 20 bucks, and I think it's a nice little charging dock, so you don't have to continuously use the case, and plus you can use the charging dock and bring it over to your work, so if you're sitting by the computer and you don't really need the glasses, you can just quickly plop them on your charging dock, so that way, again, if you do forget the charging case at home, you still have a nice little backup. Again, not sponsored or anything, it's just something nice that I found, and it's relatively cheap, so yeah, something to consider. Now, the audio quality is something that honestly took my breath away, and I'm not even exaggerating. It is actually really good. In fact, you're hearing it right now. This is being recorded, well, this part of the video, I should say, is being recorded on the Ray-Ban Metas, and as you guys can tell, it's not bad at all. There's nothing covering the mics to help with the wind, and honestly, I don't even think that's needed. I guess the way the AI noise removal works and the placement of the microphones, I think it does a good job on its own. I mean, there's really no issues at all with audio recording. I've also seen a few people mention the stabilization in my earlier video, and well, I'm on the newest firmware and stabilization seems to be doing great. Like, I don't really see any issues at all. And to be honest, I'm happy the stabilization is where it currently is. Because if I'm recording myself doing something, some sort of you know, movement, some sort of action like playing tennis or running or mountain biking, like my head is obviously shaking as I'm doing those things. And if I look back on the video and it's too smooth, it kind of takes away from the action, because if I'm doing something, I want my viewers to also kind of not only see what I'm doing, but kind of feel what I'm doing as well. Sometimes having too good of stabilization can actually take away from the video itself. I hope that makes sense. I 100% believe these are worth the price, especially if you consider like the normal non-smart glasses from Ray-Ban are kind of already roughly at this price tag, maybe a little bit cheaper. But if you consider all the tech in these and the convenience of these, that is so worth the price difference, in my opinion. So what do you guys think of the Ray-Ban Meta? Let me know down below in the comments if you've been using them for quite a while, because I believe they came out like over a year ago. Let me know how your experience has been. Let me know about your battery in the long term. And of course, I will be doing a lot more reviews of these, especially long-term reviews, software updates, and more. So if you guys do want to check that out, definitely subscribe. And if you found this video interesting or cool or something, leave that like. It's free to you, but it helps me and the channel out a lot, and I always truly appreciate it. And as always, this was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.